videos that I want to show you now. They're both not great videos, but I'm using these two because they best explain the RPK, and in my opinion it is possibly the worst game in Black not worst game, sorry, the worst gun in Black Ops, and you're gonna God, you're gonna see a couple of reasons why. At the start here I get two kind of really stupid deaths. One because I was messing around with the crossbow because it's great fun, and two because that guy gave me with a grenade. Well, the game will start to pick up, and I'm going to show you a couple of tips, and what I want to try and explain is how this gun is most effective and why you wouldn't choose it in those roles. So like I said, I'm going to compare these back to the Modern Warfare 2 LMGs. So the first thing is you always got great magazine capacities in Modern Warfare 2. With the only thing you didn't get was with the AUG H-bar, and the H-bar stands for the heavy bar. So it's a heavier barrel. That's why it was a light machine gun in Modern Warfare 2. Whereas I'm assuming it's the light barrel variant in Black Ops, which is why it's a rifle. But that was the only gun which had very few small rounds in it, but it was so quick to reload, so it kind of evened itself out. Whereas this particular gun, the RPK, takes so long to reload. I'm using dual mags with sleight of hand here, and it's quite slow. Now, I did not see that sniper there, but yet I watched the kill cam, and according to the kill cam, he's standing to the edge of the house, which in my picture he's not. So that's a bullshit that he was standing just there, that corner. That's a bullshit that I like to call them in Black Ops, which I hope will get fixed. But the RPK, I don't really see any advantage over using this over any other weapon. It's a very slow aim down sight speed. It's very heavy, which is what to expect. But it is meant to be a 3-shot chest kill from any range, and a 2-shot head kill from any range. But I've slowed down 2 spots in these 2 videos where I've put at least 8 bullets into the guy and he hasn't died, and that's what I want to show you in these videos, and what's wrong. So I just think to myself there, the only time you'd actually use this game is when it's pack-a-punched in zombies, because in zombies when it's pack-a-punched, it's a beast of a gun. It gets something like 200 rounds in the gun, and you get that many rounds altogether that it's pretty good. And at the moment here I'm using Ghost, and you might be better off to use Scavenger to get more ammunition, because I found I ran out of ammunition quite a lot with this gun. But I was waiting for this section here, not this section, maybe it's the next section, to tell you what's the best way to use this gun. And the best way to use it is actually up close and personal. You want to be extremely close to the bad guys to get your 3-shot kill. But the problem with that, now sorry, here's one section. If you just see that guy, the physics throws him a mile away there on the right hand of the screen. So what actually is, I went back and slowed it down so we could get a nice picture of that guy flying away. But of course when I went back in the theater mode, it didn't show up, so making me look like an idiot. So you're gonna see me slowing down a section of the video now where I get 2 guys lined up. So you watch here, I take out this guy here, and I've got 11 rounds left. Now I'm gonna fire all these 11 rounds into this guy here. Now I would estimate that 2 of those missed, so that's 9 rounds got into that guy, and he didn't die. So it's examples like that where the LMG is meant to mow down a large group of enemies efficiently, and as you saw there was absolutely nothing efficient about that. So that was at medium range, so that's kind of concluding that this gun is not effective at medium range. There's no spots where I use this gun at long range in this particular map, but at long range this gun is very ineffective because it's got quite a bit of it hasn't got recoil as such, but it's kind of got when you're shooting, it has a circular kind of motion. So when you're shooting, it kind of circulates, so only a few bullets actually hit the target. So from long range it's not effective compared to the rifles that you choose over this gun. The only way this gun is effective is, as you saw there, is from very close range. But at close range, the problem is you can get outgunned by basically any SMG or even possibly any rifle. I think it is better than a rifle at close range. Maybe it's because of the sheer power of it, but you can't aim down sight quick enough, even with sleight of hand, to use this gun at all effectively. You know, it's so quick to shoot from the hip or to aim down sight with an SMG that you choose an SMG over this gun. I don't really see any point in using it. I just think I think it has been put into this game purely to piss me off, really, because I was a big fan of the LMGs in Modern Warfare 2. I love the AUG, I love the L86. The only one I didn't like was the M240, and there's a gun similar to this in this game. That guy in this game twice tried to kill me with that RPG, and he failed, even though I was standing stationary. But the only reason you would use an LMG in this game is for, as you saw there, that kind of improved bullet penetration. As here I managed to get an 8 kill streak just as the game ends. But that's the only reason why you'd actually use this, would be for the increased bullet penetration. And I was trying it out with hardened, and the problem with hardened is it takes far too long to reload this gun. You'd really want to use Scavenger, Hardened, and Marathon or Ninja. No, Tactical Mass would probably be the best loadout, which I just couldn't find. I found that it was very good for getting 3 or 4 kills, but once you had to reload, it took that long to reload, and that slow to knife and change gun, that it just wasn't practical. And this is the second video I'm going to be using this gun on, and there's going to be another location where it's actually slowed down, and I show that my teammate gets my kills, even though I had got the majority of the shots put into the bad guys. So you're going to see a couple locations here from long range where I'm using this, where like here's a situation there where I was clearly aimed at the guy, and watching the kill cam, I only actually hit him twice, even though I used 10 to 15 rounds. So it's things like this which is wrong. I just don't believe it's not a competitive gun. And you have situations like this where you pop fire the gun and you can get a decent headshot from a long range, even though it doesn't register as a headshot there. But I don't feel it's a decent gun. Now here's a section where I'm going to slow it down here. As you saw there, I shot almost my full clip and I got 2 assists. So I'm going to go back here and slow it down. And if you watch here, I'm getting, as far as I know, I counted this beforehand, I got 8 bullets into the 2 of them. And if this is meant to be a 3-shot kill from any range, how the F did that guy with the SMG manage to get the double kill? It's in these situations where you're saying to yourself, wow, should I be picking an SMG up instead of this gun? Like I said, you'd really only use it for bullet penetration, but to use that you kind of want to be on a long range map, maybe like Havana, I think is the one I'm thinking of, or Hanoi. I think it's Havana is the one I'm thinking about. You want to be using that kind of map, but the issue is it's not accurate enough from long range to get those 3 or 4 shots to the wall on a guy. So you wouldn't use it. And currently on PC anyway, it's no good from your sights, your frames per second at long distance isn't good enough. As here I actually mess up. I pick up this commando, I aim to the right of him, and I don't relocate as soon as I kill him, which ends up getting me killed on my 7 kill streak. So I'm going to show a video at the end of this where I show my stats for this gun, and my KD I think is about 1.89. It's actually better than the AUG, but I got 200 kills, so let's say I get on average 15 kills a game. That's, how many games is that? Is that 10, 8, 9, 10 games? I'm not, maths are hopeless at the moment. I haven't actually. I've only managed to get these kind of games. It takes me 3 or 4 games with a gun to get a decent game where I go, let's say, 40 to 3 or 40 to 5 on all guns. Even with the stoner, I mean, the first game I played with the stoner, I got an excellent game. This I just can't. I cannot get to grips with it, and I cannot seem to find any advantage over any other gun. I just think it's a gun that should be used in zombies. If anyone else has any advantage, or if you found something else, a better way to use this gun, then please leave a comment. But in my opinion, I think you should just stay clear of it, because I cannot seem to get to grips with it. It's kind of, yeah, you should use it with hardened, but if you use hardened, you take away sleight of hand, which is taking away the only real reason, the only able perk for using this gun. And the reason why I don't use scavenger is I find I just cannot stay long enough with this gun to use scavenger. I mean, at the moment I'm saying this isn't too bad. I'm going 15-2, and I make my second mistake as a game. When I watched this back in theater mode, I actually saw that guy coming through the building there to my right, but at the time of playing I didn't see it, which was possibly my fault, the reason why I didn't do good in this game. But it takes far too many bullets. Like as you saw there, that guy had enough time to shoot off his noob tuber before I even had time to kill him. So I mean, there's not much I can say to this video. Just don't use this gun. Maybe they'll patch it in the future to make it more usable. And here's another mistake by me, is I took my finger off the trigger. I only have 1 round left anyway. But there's a situation there where I was close quarters. I was at decent enough range. I already put a bullet or 2 into the enemy, so he should have only taken 1 more bullet, and yet I put 2 more bullets into him. And I mean, if I had reloaded, he would have killed me anyway. And because I didn't reload, he killed me. So so far I can't remember, have I used the stoner or the HK? But out of the first video I gave you and this video, I recommend using the stoner or the HK, because it is a far more efficient gun than this. You'd only use this for the increased bullet penetration, and I would request that you wouldn't use it. So here's my 207 to 108, so it's a decent enough KD compared to the AUG, the Galley, and the AK. And at the bottom here are actually things like I don't really use these guns, so that's why they're down the bottom there. But if you even look, it's way ahead of the AK and even the SPAS. But I cannot get good games with it. So I would recommend that you guys do not use it. Stick with the SMGs. SMGs are better at close quarters at this gun, and the rifles are better at longer ranges than this gun. Even I find I get better sniper games than I do with this RPK. So let me know what you think, guys, and if you're liking this series, and thank you very much again. Bye bye.